Hello. Here's my takeaway for the month of May. And it's about my garden. It's a little tiny backyard, you can see, fenced in. And I've been working on it. When I first came, this rose bush was growing way up over the fence. It was all leggy, no blossoms. It was summertime, not much greenery on it either. And so I came and cut the whole thing back till it was for sure it was less than a foot tall. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. And truthfully, the thing I don't like about roses is that when you touch them, they will hurt you on the thorns. So I was just as happy to cut it down. And now look at it. Just look at it now. It's filled. I guess I should show it to you closer up. It's filled with roses. Isn't it beautiful? And there was mint going haywire down here. So what I did was I took it all and I put it at the bottom of the roses. So now I have a fabulous mint garden down here. And so that means that anytime I want mint for my mint julep, I have it right here. I'll probably be taking sprigs just to put in regular tea. But regardless, all I have to do is pick some and it smells great. So then, walking along a little bit over here, there was a big lily plant and some little ones all stashed up together. So what I did was I separated them and spread them out along the wall, well, along the fence. Now there's a little walkway here in case you want to see it. I've also pulled that up. Whoops. Well, you're going to get seasick watching this, I guess. And I pulled that up and straightened it out. It goes around to the other side. I guess maybe I'll show you that later. Hope you live through this thing, through this video. It's a takeaway because I want you to see what has been going on with a little project here and a little project there. I've created a back door area that's very peaceful and serene. Over here in this corner, I hung a little blue birdhouse because it goes along with my color scheme. And down here on the bottom, there's a little set of troll. There's a little troll guy. Do you see him? Can you see him? Oops, I got my fingers in the way. There he is. And he's happily hiding in the corner underneath what some people are telling me is a crepe myrtle, but I don't know. I don't know how to tell if it is or not. Now over here in the other corner, I've created a strawberry patch. And what I did here was, I think they call it repurposing. Today, that's a great term. They were strawberry plants, a few, that were spread around in this corner. So I knew they were happy because they'd have been able to subsist in a place that had not been tended in a long time. I heard that the previous owners had ripped up the sod and actually had a garden back here. And they'd obviously let it go sometime. It was nothing but weeds. And some areas there was nothing growing. Yeah, so here, this is a holly bush that has gone haywire. I suspect it's been here 10 years, and I suspect it was never trimmed. So I'll back up a little bit, and that way you'll be able to see the strawberry bed, I hope. Yeah. So there are the strawberries and my trademark Gerber daisies in my colors. Oh, and you should see I have some impatiens growing along the edge here just for color. Anyway, so you see this little corner is also strawberry plants and mulch. So I still have some things to do. So really the takeaway, and it would be wonderful if these little lights would pop on, once it gets dark enough, there's solar lights along the walkway. There's one against the back gate and then a couple here, and it becomes, you can hear the birds, I hope. It's getting to be the end of the day, and they're doing their afternoon calls to claim their territory until the morning. And sitting here, I'll sit down now. Sitting here, it's just very peaceful and serene. And the little lights when they come on and the dark descends, it's wonderful. It's been some effort creating this. I came out each of the 3 corners, took a separate day. I had to climb on a short step ladder with some loppers to get these bushes down, and now they're growing back wonderfully. And you saw the rose bush, how it's come back. It's a great testimony to bloom where you're planted. And I still have work to do yet, so that's part of the takeaway. I'm not able to get to the grass until I have at least 3 days forecast with no rain. And then once it's treated, I have to wait 2 weeks and then treat it again because it's a 2-week germination period. And then I hope to cover it all with black landscaping fabric, and I'm going to do mulch and river rocks. Yes, I'm trying to create something that's low maintenance for several reasons, but that's number one, so that I can just come and enjoy it. I don't have to be thinking about weeding and so on all along. Oh, I didn't mention that over here is a whole section that's ivy, and it just grows there, and it's green, and I like it, so I'm going to leave that alone. I think really the takeaway, or what I'm taking away from this backyard project, is that when we want to create a life of purpose, it takes time, and it's a project that we can make progress in one corner, and then once that's settled, we can go to the next, and then to the next. And then going back, I've noticed now today, just now when I came out, that there's all that raggedy grass growing around my mint garden. I'm going to have to get that all out of the way. I'll show you maybe pictures or maybe another video when it's finished. And right now, since I have to wait for the proper weather conditions to be able to do the roundup to kill the old grass and so on, I'm on a hiatus. And that's not fun for me. I want this project done so that I can cross it off my list, and it's just something I can come and enjoy, that it won't be a lot of effort. I don't know, do you have that in your life where you just like this project done, whatever it is? And the Lord is telling you it's not time yet. You have to wait for our timing. And in reality, part of that is that He needs to prepare us. Part of what, it took me over a month before I decided what I was going to do anyway. And then I had to go to Lowe's Garden Center and chat with people there about the best way to accomplish it, and so on and so on. And then I purchased some of the supplies, but I'll have to get more. And then there's the effort and the stages of doing the next thing. I think 3 or 4 more steps, which will probably require a day each. And I'm just chomping at the bit, but the Lord is causing the weather to hold me back, and there's nothing I can do about that. So practice. No matter where we are, no matter what's going on around us, at least for me, I'm noticing there are lessons to learn about who God is and who we are before Him, how He loves us, and how He teaches and trains us all along through life. I jokingly say patience was being handed out, and I refused to get in line because I was too impatient to stand there. Well, now I'm learning in this more time sensitive, I guess, kind of a way. Anyway, all right, this is the takeaway for the May 2019 monthly update. on what's going on in my life. And that's what's going on in my life. Learning patience, to trust the Lord in the waiting room like this. So, I hope you enjoy the month of May, and let's see what happens in June. Bye-bye.